Welcome to Chapter 5 Part 2 of Storming Babylon. In this chapter, we will continue to explore the exciting and action-packed world of this thrilling book. We hope you are enjoying the story so far and are eager to find out what happens next. As we delve deeper into the plot, we encourage you to immerse yourself in the exciting events that unfold. From thrilling action scenes to heart-pumping moments of suspense, Storming Babylon is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. We appreciate your support and hope that you continue to enjoy the journey we have in store for you. Thank you for enjoying the story, and we look forward to sharing more with you in the upcoming chapters. Chapter 5 Part 2 of Storming Babylon.
Jackie hummed as he reached the end of the sidewalk, tipping his hat to passersby. Most of them gave him a horrified look before their faces twisted slightly as they mentally rewrote what they saw into something less freakish than an animated pumpkin. When he reached the corner, he saw a familiar red, hairy body with a large leathery wing trying to deflect most of the falling water. Quote,
"Hey Jersey, what's up?"
he asked. The Jersey Devil was still holding a nearly empty bottle of stolen alcohol in the claws of one of its wings. The creature was having a hard time keeping its head straight enough to focus on the pumpkin as it smiled up at him.
"Jackie, go away. I'm not doing nothing."
The beast growled.
"I haven't accused you of nothing."
Yeah, you never accuse me of nothing, but then you tell your boss about all the nothing I'm doing, and he gets mad and asks me questions.
Okay then. If the boss gives you such a hard time, why do you hang round here?
Well, because he doesn't let people eat me.
Jackie rubbed his pumpkin chin while thinking about it.
Because you smell like you went swimming in the sewer?
No, Jackie, it's because.
Oh, you mean because you look like a giant bat mummy and everyone who's looking at you would be afraid? And you think fear would make them hungry enough to think you are a giant bit of bat jerky? I don't think that's how it works, bud.
The Jersey Devil dropped the bottle, shattering the glass on the ground, as it rubbed its temples trying to work out the sudden aching headache that developed every time he talked to the pumpkin.
Just because you're protected doesn't mean the rest of us get the same.
But you is protected, Jersey. Boss saved you last month when he tracked your silly tush to where you had camped out to drink his stolen booze near the open sewer.
The ugly creature did his best to imitate a look of wounded pride as the pipsqueak pumpkin continued humming happily to himself.
Yeah, Jackie, yeah. I seem to have fewer giant lizards trying to get chunks out of me when I hang around close to your boss. You know, as long as I'm not trying to steal his hooch.
With that, the Jersey Devil hopped off his perch and started hobbling down the alley to avoid further interrogation from Jackie. After the conversation concluded, the pernicious pumpkin went about his business. The sound of dice hitting rain-slick concrete stopped him in his tracks. Listening, he deduced that the sound originated from within the alley a vine's reach away. He poked his gourd around the corner to get a better look, finding a gaggle of goblins throwing dice for money, not 20 feet from him. He decided to make his presence known. Their leader, goblin leaders, always wore the largest and most ridiculous hat, stood to face the approaching pumpkin with a savage snarl. A well-bedraggled top hat covered in feathers and other nonsense stabbed into every available surface of it. He'd have been intimidating if his stature was anywhere over 3 feet.
"Who goes there?"
He started with a pirate's droll. Jackie was all grins as he sauntered down the alley to have a face-off with one of the few creatures in New York smaller than himself.
I see you guys have a game going. Do you mind if I play a couple of rounds?
We don't take kindly to your clean and civil presence among us denizens of skullduggery and downright criminal behavior.
Eloquent verbiage flowed like a confused avalanche from the tiny monster's mouth.
No. You got me all wrong. You see, I would like toss it in with my pal Mad Green Jack.
As Jackie spoke, he produced a $5 bill from his vest pocket and snapped it taut before the goblin's nose.
If in it ain't ill-gotten, then what why have there is no more than civilized slave wages, sir.
You still misunderstand. Old Honest Abe here was an unknowing donation made by a well-to-do client who offered it to me when he just kinda left it as easy pickings in his billfold where any sticky vines could snag it.
After a tense silence, the goblin leader gave a mighty squeak of laughter, slapped Jackie on the arm, and waved him into the game. As they both waited for the current round to finish, Jackie started a conversation to pass the time.
I have seen you guys around. Youse clean up that Panteos theater for Lorenzo, right?
Pantomime theatre it be. And we do so to stay afloat till the wind sees us on our way.
You guys do a fine job of keeping the place sparkly. You get paid well. Papa Mac has never been a slouch at paying wages. So why are you guys out here throwing dice in an alley?
The goblin, who stalled his response only to introduce himself as Smig, looked offended.
He pays us the wages we earn, for the sweat of our brows. And gives us mediocre peasantry to be sure, but why we gamble is knowledge not meant for the uninitiated, for we crave something more than a handout of his generosity. So we take the offerings of his wallet and give it to people of the city who perceive us as mortal urchins and think they can swindle tykes.
That's nice.
Then we rob em.
Wait, what?
Mug em even. If they try to take advantage of us, then they're bad blokes. It is their fault for having our wealth on hand in the face of a gang o' goblins.
The other goblins cheered at the words.
But ya gave him that cash.
Yep, then we took it right back by blade, fist, and terror. The only valuables in this world are ill-gotten gains.
The gathered goblins cheered loudly at the boast. Jackie decided at that moment that goblins were strange folk. Then he put his $5 bill into the ante and rolled some dice with them. Few of them even noted the vines slowly slipping coins out of their pocket the whole while.